in DC. Get loud. Say it with me now. This is Monster Jam.
When our name is when our faceless, we will walk for greatness.
It is time for the first competition of the night, JCB Racing. All 8 drivers have been seated into an order based on a random selection, but only the driver that finishes with the fastest time will take the first 8 points in tonight's event. DC, I want to know, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Let's hear it for MJ Solario in El Toro Loco.
MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco with a 9.733.
It's a 9.733 for El Toro Loco. Here to tear up the track, it's Michaela Telechka in Megalodon.
Michaela Telechka, Megalodon with an 11.220.
It's an 11.220. Good enough for second place there from Megalodon. The fastest time to beat 9.733. Can he do it? It's Kurt Kramer in Ramunition. It's an 11.405 for Ramunition, holding down the spot of third place right now. Good enough for 6 points if he can hold on. Up next, it's the polka dot puppy, Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a 9.974.
It's a 9.974 for the 6-time racing champion here on Arena Championship Series East. Here she is in the black and green wrecking machine, Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger.
Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger with a 10.054.
Right in the middle of the pack there, 10.054 for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. Up next, at the starting line, it's Tony Oaks in Thunderoris.
Tony Oaks, Thunderoris with a 9.927.
It's a 9.927 for Thunderoris. Good enough for second place. The time to beat is still El Toro Loco with a 9.733. Can he do it? I think so. It's Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done.
Brandon Telechka, Just Get Her Done, finishing with 11.194.
Just Get Her Done with an 11.194. And our last truck to take to the track. He's got racing in his blood. It's Mark Hall in Raminator.
Mark Hall, Raminator with a 10.358.
Mark Hall and Raminator with a 10.358. And as we take a look at the JCB Racing competition, fastest times of the event, you see him at the top. Your winner of the JCB Racing, make some noise for MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. This is MJ Solorio's first win here in JCB Racing on the Arena Championship Series East.
First ever racing win here in DC. Now, tight turns, got to know when to hit the gas right. What is your line and what was your plan to make this happen?
Slow is fast. That's what it's about out here. You know what? You can come out here and it could sound like you laid down the most bad, fast possible pass. But you know what? It's the ones that are consistent around the first corner and consistent around the second corner that get it done. That is the second time in my career that I've won timed racing. The last time I won timed racing was at my very first event when I debuted in El Toro Loco. So it's absolutely awesome to be able to come out here, put another one in my another notch in my belt right here in front of you guys in DC. What'd you think, DC? Did you have fun with the racing?
Well, let's go 2 for 2, right? Up next is the two-wheel skills competition. What do these fans, what should they expect from you? But also, how can they make sure they're putting in the right scores at judgeszone.com? What should they look for?
You know what? That's what's absolutely amazing about Monster Jam. You can expect the unexpected. That's what it's all about. You know what? We're going to come out here. We're going to balance these Monster Jam trucks on the front 2 BKT tires, back 2 BKT tires. Who knows? We might even end up upside down. But you know what? You guys better hold on to your seat because DC, it's getting wilder than any 8-second ride, baby. Let's have some fun in two-wheel skills.
Make some noise, your racing winner, JCB racing winner, MJ Solario, El Toro Loco.
Masterful out there on the track was El Toro Loco and MJ Solario taking the first 8 points of the competition. You see going down on the BKT overall event leaderboard. The point standings goes as follows. Thunder Roars in second place, picking up 7 points. Monster Mutt Dalmatian picking up 6. Gravedigger with 5. And you can read the rest there, 5 down through 8. Now we got our next competition, the second one of the evening here at the Capital One Arena. And this is what you're looking for here in the two-wheel skills challenge. The judging criteria is as follows. Each driver will get to make 2 attempts. 2 attempts each. That's right. They're looking to get these Monster Jam trucks to do anything they can on 2 wheels. We're looking for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, and moonwalks. And don't forget, fans, Monster Jam fans here in DC, it's up to you to score. So scan that QR code or go to judgeszone.com on your web browser, on your smartphones, and let's get it done. Let's go.
Monster Jam fans, I am out here having so much fun getting to meet all of you, and I just met Arca. Arca, how old are you?
I'm 7 years old.
7 years old, and this is your first time at Monster Jam, correct? What do you think so far?
It's great.
It's great. Well, you know what? It's time for you and I to get into the action. So we just saw some incredible racing, right? But now I think it's time we put our skills to the test. So I need to know, between Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, or Megalodon, who do you think could win a mini jam race?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger? Well, let's see if you are correct. Let's look up at the video board because it's time for Mini Jams Racing. Okay, DC, this is it. I need you to cheer on which truck you think is gonna dominate. Gravedigger is holding that lead, but oh no, in the turn. El Toro Loco takes that lead. Let's cheer him on. Make some noise. It's close, but I think that winner is Gravedigger. Congratulations, because that means you are our Mini Jams champion. So you're going home with this Team Gravedigger hat. Nice job. Thank you so much. Let's give her a big round of applause.
It's time for our second competition of the night. That's right, the two-wheel skills challenge. And this is the time for you, our fans. That's right, your scores will determine our winner. And for more on that, let's go down to Tiana.
This is your first opportunity to score using judgeszone.com. So remember, during the event, you're taking out that smartphone and going to judgeszone.com or scanning the QR code on the screen. Once you're there, you're going to type in that city code WAS and click submit. Then all you got to do to set a score is slide that BKT tire up or down to the desired score you want to give that driver. But remember, you got to be quick because you will only have about 20 seconds to lock in your scores. And most importantly, DC, our drivers are counting on you to score accurately and fairly because from this moment on, you are the official judges of this competition. So, I want to know, who's ready for the two-wheel skills challenge?
Let's hear it for Kurt Kramer in Rammunition.
Let's keep it going for Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. Okay, DC, this is it. Your first opportunity to score using judgeszone.com.
After 2 hits, we take a look at the glued to the action replay right there. Going for the wheelie is Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. Got some nice air there, looking to put down his score in a two-wheel skills challenge. The score for Rammunition is, it's a 4.752, good enough for first place here in our second competition of the night. Let's hear it from Michaela Telechka in Megalodon.
Keep it going for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com. Don't forget to scan that QR code up on the video board.
Taking a look at the original super glue glued to the action replay. Megalodon getting that shark up on his 2 front tires with a great nose popper there. And saving before the save there. The score to beat right now is a 4.752. The score from Megalodon is, we have a new leader, 8.520 for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Hit or lay down 2 attempts. It's Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done.
Keep it going for Brandon Telechka. Just get her done. Remember, when you're scoring at judgeszone.com, you're looking for things like wow factor.
Don't forget, DC, we know you're cheering, but don't forget the score here for Brandon Telechka. Just taking a look at the super glued to the action replay as he did the nose popper. Let him hear it, DC. To the moonwalk and balance. The score to beat is an 8.752, being held by his sister. The score for Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done is... It's a 9.562. We have a new leader. Just Get Her Done. Up next in the two-wheel skills challenge, make some noise for Mark Hall in Raminator.
Let's give it up for Mark Hall in Raminator. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Raminator right now off the log stack into the reverse popper and moonwalks it right off of that log stack, kicking up a little bit of dirt in the back of the cab right there. As we take a look, the score for Raminator is the score to beat right now is a 9.562, is a 3.758 for Mark Hall in Raminator. Make some noise, MJ Solario and El Toro Loco.
Get those Toro horns up for MJ Solario in El Toro Loco. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Check this out here. El Toro Loco on the super glue glued to the action replay. Right there with the nose popper, walking it across the pad. And there it is, what I like to call the BKT body rock as he lets out some steam from the nostrils. Look at that, waving the back BKT tires, getting that body to really balance up there on the pad. There it is, the BKT body rock. Look at that. The score for El Toro Loco is, it's a 9.171. Good enough for second place here. Oh, so close, he says. 9.171 El Toro Loco. Up next, make some noise for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris.
Let's give it up for Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. You know what to do, DC. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Just about 2 drivers left to go here in the two-wheel skills challenge. The score to beat right now being held down by Just Get Her Done, 9.562. The score for Thunderoris is. It's a 1.873. That's good enough for 6th place. 2 drivers left to go and take to the track here in a two-wheel skills challenge. Let's hear it for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
the dog for a walk. It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. You know what to do. Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com.
While you're clapping, don't forget to lock in those scores. Look at that. Up on the super glued to the action replay right there. The popper. Look at the balance. And then he waves those BKT tires on the back. The back paws. Heads up the track. Remember, the score to beat right now is a 9.562. The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is 9.708. We have a new leader here in the two-wheel skills challenge, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger won this competition 1 week ago in Baltimore.
Monster Jam fans, I am here with Grayson. Grayson, how old are you?
11.
11 years old, and this is your first Monster Jam. What do you think so far?
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, but you know what? I think it's time you and I get into the action. We're gonna play the helmet shuffle. So this is what's gonna go down. There's gonna be 3 helmets on the screen, but only one of them has a trophy under it. You need to keep your eyes on the prize and let me know where you think that trophy ends up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. It's time to helmet shuffle. Here they go. Okay, at Capital One Arena, shout it out. Where do you think it is? All right, Grayson, you're feeling pretty confident. Where do you think it is?
3.
3. Let's see if you are correct. It's not under 1. It's not under 2, which means it's under number 3. Congratulations, Grayson. You know, we were talking. You were saying you like to play video games on your Switch, and since this is your first Monster Jam, you're going to go home and become an expert with Monster Jam Showdown. Let's give it up for Grayson.
It's time to get back into the two-wheel skills action. It's Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger.
Let's keep it going for Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. Lock in those scores now at judgeszone.com.
Bad to the bone. It's Gravedigger right there with the reverse popper as you're checking it out on the Capital One Jumbotron right there, waving those big BKT tires at you, saying hello from Gravedigger. Here she is, Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger. The score is, it's a 6.841. 6.841, which means your winner here in the two-wheel skills challenge with a score of 9.708. Make some noise for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This is Blake Granger and Monster Mutt Dalmatian's 6th win here in the two-wheel skills challenge.
You got the winning truck, you got the winning colors. Talk to these fans about what it's like balancing that truck like that.
Man, you know, two-wheel skills is absolutely my favorite Monster Jam competition. Hopefully I was able to show all you beautiful Monster Jam fans why. But hey, I'm an LSU boy from Louisiana, and I can't wait to see Dayton Daniels tomorrow. Go out there and stomp the Commanders, baby. You guys got it. I'm here to see it. But hey, are you guys having fun in Monster Jam? Let me hear you.
So right now, going into halftime, tied for first place. Donuts up next. How do you get that dog to chase his tail? Like, what do you look for to lock that in to hit those donuts?
Well, I'm sure everybody can agree. Nothing spins faster than a dog chasing its tail. And that beautiful puppy dog is ready. She's hungry. She's ready to keep this points lead and have fun right here in Washington, D.C. with all you amazing people. But hey, we might have broke something in two-wheel. I'm not sure yet. But I got all the faith in the world that these guys are going to get that bad boy fixed. And we're going to come out here for donuts. And the judging is back in your hands. So hey, I want to see a 10 on that board for Monster Mutt. And I promise you, I'm going to spin that truck. I don't care if it's on one wheel, two wheel. Heck, we might flip it upside down. I want to hear you guys getting loud. And I got one question for you. Where my dogs at? Woo!
All right, going into Monster Jam halftime, tied for first place right now. Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian will be sure to bring you that Northern Tool pit report to let you know how that truck is.
Monster Jam fans here in D.C., we are at halftime, and you know what that means. Right now it's time for you to head on out to the concourse and pick up all your favorite Monster Jam items. We got the plush toys all going down right here. We got flags, t-shirts, Spin Master die-cast trucks, and more. So make sure you head to the concourse and get your Monster Jam merchandise. El Toro Loco took the first event in JCB Racing. Then Monster Mutt Dalmatian came right back in the two-wheel skills challenge. It's still anyone's competition. Coming up, we have the halftime report, the superstars of freestyle motocross, and of course, more Monster Jam.
Get to this ramp. You're as loud as you can be for them to go. So who's ready for freestyle motocross? All right, our riders amped up. Our first rider from Worcester, Mass. Make some noise for Brandon Reardon. There you go, DC. That's the energy from Chicago, Illinois. AJ Rosebrill. Now from South Florida, make some noise for Cameron Sepulveda. And from Asheville, North Carolina, Josh Hetford. All the captains pose. So each time they hit the runway, we got to get louder because these tricks are going to get wilder. Let's hear it, DC. One-handed Superman seat grab. What we got next here? From AJ Rosebrill. Oh, nice can right there. All right, Cameron Sepulveda on the runway. Oh, that's a real one-handed Superman right there. Seat grab. The plank of death. Josh Hetford turning it up a notch. Here we go. Turning his feet all the way around with that can. You can't beat some of these tricks. Superman seat grab with an Indian air right there. Cameron Sepulveda, the two-handed Superman seat grab. And now here comes Josh Hetford. The kiss of death right there. All right, Brandon Reardon, get ready to go big. Whoa! Only one hand on the handlebars as he flies through the air. Oh! AJ Rosebill with a backflip. It's backflip city right now in DC. Little combo move right there. What do you think so far, DC? You loving this or what? Well, it's time now to find out who can put down the best trick with our Freestyle Motocross Best Trick Competition. So we're going to need all of you to get those phones back out and get to judgeszone.com because your score will pick our winner for Best Trick. And for Best Trick, the louder you are, the wilder these tricks are going to be. Right, fellas? Yeah? All right. So who's ready for Best Trick? Well, first, we've got Brandon Reardon. So these freestyle motocross riders started out just wanting to ride, parents getting them hooked up with the dirt bike and the gear, and before you know it, they're flying through the air. So let's see what Worcester, Massachusetts has for us. Here comes Brandon Reardon. Holding on to the handlebars by his ankles, scoring open at judgeszone.com. So Brandon Reardon starting the competition off, big air, very difficult trick. 10 seconds left to get that score in at judgeszone.com. Watching that super glue glued to the action replay. All right, the scores. Scores are in. The score for Brandon Reardon is... I can't see it.
It's an 8.054. 8.054 for Brandon Reardon. Let him hear it, DC.
Great start to the best trick competition. On the edge there, just holding on by his ankles. Up next from Chicago, Illinois, we have AJ Rosebill. Who wants to see him do something even crazier? Come on upstairs, we hear you down here. All right, get those cameras out. Here we go. Smooth and solid backflip, scoring open now at judgeszone.com. Something about a backflip on two wheels gets the crowd amped. 10 seconds left. Lock your score in now for AJ Rosebill at judgeszone.com. Final seconds. Scores are in.
And the score for AJ Rosebill is... It's a 7.212. 7.212, good enough for second place here in the FMX Best Trick Competition.
So Brandon Reardon in the lead. Cameron Sepulveda. Sepulveda ready to rip it up now. All right, Cameron Sepulveda out of South Florida. We've seen a backflip. We've seen the cliffhanger. Now, no-handed backflip. Combo move for Cameron Sepulveda. Get your score in judgeszone.com. Was the backflip no-handed combo enough to take the lead from Brandon Reardon? Good roar from the crowd for that. But did the scores match the cheers? Here we go. Scores are in.
And the score for Cameron Sepulveda is... We have a new leader, 8.185 for Cameron Sepulveda representing the Sunshine State.
All right, so combo tricks seem to be getting a high score right now. Our final competitor And your last chance to lock in a score at judgeszone.com. Josh Hedford, DC, make some noise. Woo! Backflip with the can-can. Scores are open. Get it in, judgeszone.com for our final competitor. 10 seconds left to get to judgeszone.com. Lock in that final score for our final rider, Josh Hedford. Will he take the top spot from Cameron Sepulveda? Scores are in.
The score to beat is an 8.185, and the score for Josh Hedford is the new leader and winner of your FMX Best Trick Competition. Make some noise for Josh Hedford with a 9.420.
All right, DC, who wants to see some more? All right, well, up next from our freestyle motocross riders, you're going to see the freestyle motocross train, where our riders are going to jump back to back to back as close as possible, doing tricks in the air. So the louder you are, the wilder this is going to get. Someone make some noise. This is a great time to get the phone out, get the camera out if you've never seen this before. Not only does it take the skill to do the trick, but doing it as close as you can to your friend. Here we go. Tail whip. Nice and nasty tail whips. A classic trick in freestyle motocross, even just for a motocross rider. And I love that every competitor and athlete does it differently with those whips. So who wants to see some more? I'll see you up there, yeah. And remember, when they hit the runway, let's turn the energy up. Make some noise for your freestyle motocross riders. Lots of seat grabs, Supermans. And then throwing his feet straight up in the air. The wild men of freestyle motocross. Who wants one more? Who wants one more? Come on. I see you, yeah. All right, for this final train, you got to get as loud as you've been, louder than you've been all night tonight. Here comes Brendan Reardon, AJ Roseborough, Cameron Sepulveda, and Josh Hedford. One more time, let's hear it for your US FMX team.
Let's give it up one more time for your superstars of freestyle motocross.
Your freestyle motocross winner, Josh Hedford. How did you build up the courage, or what was that thing that happened in your life where you transitioned to freestyle motocross?
Oh, man, I was just a little kid, maybe like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, and saw it on TV with the good old Travis Pastrana and Brian Deegan going at it. And I was like, I want to do that. And now I'm here doing it.
And when you're flying through the air like that, what are you thinking? Are you thinking about, your taxes due late in a couple months? Or are you just thinking about what we're going to do later tonight? Like, what are you mentally thinking when you're flying through the air upside down?
Just trying to go big for the fans, really. You guys are the ones that make it happen, so you're just doing it for you. You guys having fun?
And then, so just like you've probably inspired a few folks out here to want to do this. So what do you have to say to those kids and even their parents, and how you kind of build a career on two wheels?
Well, wear one of these, a good old helmet, and as much protection like boots, knee pads, gloves, all the good stuff to keep you safe, and start small, just like maybe start on pedal bikes. That's what I did when I was a kid, and then graduated up to dirt bikes as I grew up, and just took my time and Yeah, did a lot of training. Lots of years of training.
Awesome. Well, hey, DC, let's hear it for your freestyle motocross best trick winner, Josh Hedford.
First to take to the track, it's MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. MJ Solario finished second place in the donut competition in Baltimore.
Keep it going for MJ Solario in El Toro Loco. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
There you go. MJ Solario and El Toro Loco. Took him a little second to get into it, but once he did, taking a look at that super glue glued to the action replay, it's time to make the donuts. There we go. Look at that bull spin. And the score for El Toro Loco is, it's an 8.058. He'll take it. 8.058 for El Toro Loco. Let's hear it for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris.
Keep it going for Tony Oaks, Thunderoris. You know what to do, DC. Go to judgeszone.com to let us know what you think.
Tony Oaks and Thunderoris. Look at that tight turn, spinning like a top, trying to take down the top spot. 8.058 is the score to beat here in the Donuts competition. Will it be enough? Let's see. The score for Thunderoris is a new leader, 8.453 for Thunderoris. Two more line up here for the donut competition, but only one can go next. Let's make some noise for Monster Mutt Dalmatian Blake Granger.
Just a dog chasing his tail. It's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. You know what to do, DC. Lock in your scores.
Monster Mutt Dalmatian spinning like a cyclone, almost took flight. Monster Mutt Dalmatian won this event in Baltimore. The score to beat is an 8.453. Did he do enough? The score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is there it is, DC. your new leader, 9.401, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Let's bring him out. It's Brandon Telechka and Just Get Her Done.
Let's make some noise for Brandon Telechka. Just Get Her Done. Log in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Taking no time to get in the bakery there and give y'all some donuts. He was handing them out left and right, left and right. Great rotations there here in the donut competition. 4 drivers down, 4 to go. As we look for the scores here from you fans here in DC, don't forget, you are going to need to lay your judges down. Let's see the score for Brandon Telechka is a 5.771. 5.771. Taking a look here as he gets right into the action. Look at those big BKT tires spinning around, laying down the donuts here. Kicking up the dirt there for Just Get Her Done. And a great score as we're halfway through the competition. 4 drivers to go. As we take a look at the donut competition leaderboard, Just Get Her Done holding down 5 points with a 5.771. El Toro Loco in third. Thunder Roris in second. Monster Mutt Dalmatian, the reigning donuts champion, holding down the top spot with a score to beat of 9.401. BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam, a one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agriculture and giant earth mover tires online at bkt-tires.com. Let them hear it, DC. Kurt Kramer in Rammunition.
Kramer in Rammunition. Remember, you're looking for things like speed control and the number of revolutions. Really wowing us there. Kurt Kramer, make sure you go to judgeszone.com.
All right, who's got him out? Who's got out judgeszone.com and is getting those scores? Let me see you. Scores up for Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. Here looking to knock out the competition in the donuts. And let's see the score for Rammunition is good enough for 4th place. This is 7.255. 7.255 for Kurt Kramer in Rammunition. You know what that sounds means? It's Mark Hall in Raminator. All right, it's time to get those scores open. Scores up right now on judgeszone.com. Scan that QR code, get your scores in for Raminator and Mark Hall. 2 more, just about 10 seconds left. 2 more drivers to go here in our 3rd competition of the event. The score for Raminator is 2.420, 2.420. Good enough for 6th place there for Raminator. Moving on, let's see the fins up. Get your fins in the air for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon.
Taking us under the sea, it's Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. Lock in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
There is Michaela Telechka in Megalodon, spinning those fins out there, getting it ready here in the donut competition. Score to beat right now is a 9.401 Monster Mutt Dalmatian. The score for Megalodon is good enough for 5th place. Let her hear it, 6.921, 6.921 here in DC. Make some noise. Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger.
Digging up some graves, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Locking your scores now at judgeszone.com.
There she is. She was spinning and spinning and spinning. Will that lead to her winning and winning and winning? Let's see right here. Checking it out. She's looking up at the scoreboard. She wants to see that score. The score for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger is an 8.874, 8.874 for Gravedigger, which means your winner of the Monster Jam Donut Competition. Make some noise for Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This is Blake Granger's 2nd win in Monster Jam Donuts, taking his first competition in Baltimore.
You got the crowd behind you. You've got a solid night going so far. And with donuts, first of all, what's your favorite kind of donut?
Man, I'm a good old regular, man, I can't glaze, baby. I got a good old glazed donut. You know, I come from good old Louisiana, and we're getting ready for Mardi Gras, and I know y'all got Mardi Gras right here this weekend in Washington, D.C., and there ain't nothing better than a king cake from back home in Louisiana. I can't wait to bring one next weekend for my tour to give it a shot. But hey, we're having so much fun here in Washington, D.C. You guys are absolutely amazing. And hey, we still got Freestyle coming up next.
Speaking of Freestyle, for fans, maybe it's their first time, maybe their first Monster Jam event. What is Freestyle like? What does that mean? And how do they get involved at judgeszone.com?
Most definitely. You know, I'm going second. So I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to drive that beautiful dog as hard as I possibly can to get the best score I can. Because when you go early, the scores aren't always there. But I'm going to tear that truck into the ground for you Monster Jam fans. So I want to hear you guys get loud. Where my dogs at? Let me hear you.
And keep it going for your donut winner, Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
After 3 events, we take a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard. The point standings here at the Capital One Arena. We're looking at the bottom there. You got Raminator and Rammunition picking up a couple points. Megalodon and Jets Get Her Done out there getting into the action. Then you have Thunder Roarus in 4th. Gravedigger in 3rd with 16 points. El Toro Loco with 19. And Monster Mutt Dalmatian reigning on top. Still dominating like the dog does with 22 points. Remember, Monster Jam Freestyle, there's coming up next. And it's 8 points available. The freestyle competition here is what you're looking for. They must complete 15 seconds. 15 seconds in order to have a valid score. You're looking for the use of all the ramps on the pod. Creativity, technical moves, combinations, and of course, what are we looking for here at Monster Jam? The wow factor. Scan the QR code to score at judgeszone.com or punch it into the web browser on your smartphones. Because up next is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Monster Jam fans, I hope you are having fun out there. I'm with Brecken here. Now, it's your first time at Monster Jam, correct? So I want to know here in just a second, what do you think? Give me one word that would describe Monster Jam to you. One word.
Awesome.
Awesome. I think we can all agree on that. But you know what? I'm going to have you help me with a game here. We're going to do a little bit more Monster Jam trivia to test our knowledge. But to help me out, I'm calling in a favor with Mark Hall in Raminator. Okay, Capital One Arena, I need you to make some noise if you think that Monster Jam truck bodies are made out of A, steel. Make some noise if you think they're made out of B, wood. Make some noise if you think they're made out of C, toothpaste. Okay, make some noise if you think they're made out of D, fiberglass. Okay, hold on. Make some noise if you think it's C, toothpaste. Make some noise if you think it's D, fiberglass. But you know what? It all comes down to you. What do you think that answer is?
I think it's D.
You think it's D, fiberglass? Let's see if you are correct. That was correct. Congratulations to Brecken. I got a Megalodon Truckin' Pals here for celebrating your first time. Thank you so much. Let's give them a big round of applause. And let's get back to more Monster Jam action.
The biggest Monster Jam event of the year is coming to Salt Lake City for the first time ever in 2025. Don't miss a chance to see the Monster Jam trucks in one place. Bring the whole family and start the July 4th holiday weekend with all-out racing, post-pounding stunts, big air, and unbelievable wow moments as the world's best drivers compete for a world championship. Get up close to fan-favorite trucks like Gravedigger, Megalodon, and Sparkle Smash at the biggest pit party of the year. Tickets on sale right now at MonsterJam.com. Monster Jam World Finals, big-time family fun, brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission.
It is now time for you fans to get Monster Jam Freestyle started. Get out your cell phones, turn on your flashlights, and follow my lead. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going and stay on beat. We've reached the pinnacle of tonight's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Let's make some noise for Brandon Telechka. Just get her done. Let's get in those scores now at judgeszone.com.
Let them hear you, DC. Make some noise for Brandon Telechka. Just get her done. Looking for his first win here in Monster Jam Freestyle. The score for Just Get Her Done is 5.066. 5.066. First place right now for Just Get Her Done. Up next, it's Blake Granger, Monster Mutt Dalmatian.
Mutt Dalmatian. You know what to do. Let us know what you think at judgeszone.com.
Let them hear you, DC! Laying it all out there on the track. Looking for another victory here in Monster Jam Freestyle. He's already won 2 competitions here tonight. Let's see the score for Monster Mutt Dalmatian is. New leader, Monster Mutt Dalmatian 9.493. And first place for Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Monster Jam Freestyle. Up next, Michaela Telechka in Megalodon. We're just clearing up the track. 17 seconds left for Michaela Telechka. Let her finish this run. Monster Jam fans, you want her to finish? Make some noise.
Talk about a shark attack. It's Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Lock in your scores now, DC at judgeszone.com.
There she is, Michaela Telechka. Losing a pectoral fin. She may need it to swim, but she doesn't need it to make that Monster Jam truck fly. The score for Michaela Telechka in Megalodon is 6.694. 6.694, second place for Megalodon. And we take a look at the Monster Jam Freestyle Competition leaderboard. Just Get Her Done in third place. Brandon Telechka. It looks like his sister beat him. Megalodon and Michaela Telechka with a 6.694, holding down second place. And currently with the score to beat, Monster Mutt Dalmatian and Blake Granger with a 9.493. Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavy equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. It's El Toro Loco and MJ Solario. All right, El Toro Loco fans, I think he's setting up for a Morgan & Morgan backflip. Make some noise if you want to see a backflip, DC.
Keep those Toro horns up for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco.
Let them hear you, DC. Make some noise for MJ Solario and El Toro Loco. His second Morgan & Morgan backflip in competition. The score to beat, Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a 9.493. He's waiting. The score is 9.528. First place for El Toro Loco. Your new score to beat. Check out the super glue glued to the action replay. And look at that recovery right there in the bounce. Coming down on all four tires and still running in Monster Jam Freestyle. Let's hear it for Mark Hall in Raminator. Clearing a little debris off the track. Let's get them fired up, DC. Let's go. 27 seconds on the clock.
Let's make some noise for Mark Hall, Raminator. Log in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Raminator coming out here laying it down in Monster Jam Freestyle, seeking his first win here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Make some noise for Mark Hall, Capital One Arena. The score for Raminator is good enough for fourth place. This is 6-1-2-2. 6-1-2-2 for Raminator. Just about 3 Monster Jam trucks left to go here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Let me hear you roar for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. Thunderoris.
Let's give it up for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. That will complete his run. Go to judgeszone.com to lock in your scores.
Thunderoris coming out, laying down about 20 seconds of fierceness before he was cut short. As they come out to give him a recovery right now. Still 2 more trucks to go here in Monster Jam Freestyle. The score for Thunderoris is it's a 5.100, 5.100, 5th place for Thunderoris.
Monster Jam fans, we are seeing some incredible action. I'm here with Christina, and you know, we were just talking, and we think we need to get a little bit more hype up in this Capital One Arena. So what we're gonna do, Christina, is we're gonna play a game called Finish the Lyric. This is how it works. A song is gonna play, and when the lyrics cut out, you have to keep singing. Do you think you can do it?
I think I can do it.
I think you can do it too, and I know everybody in here is gonna sing along with it. So if you're ready, hit it, DJ.
I want it that way.
Give it up for Christina! I want to hear everybody sing it. Keep it going. Give her one more big round of applause. I got a Team Grave Digger hat. But you know what? This just in. It's time to get back to more Monster Jam action.
Let's hear it for Kurt Kramer in Rammunition.
Let's make some noise for Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. Log in your scores now at judgeszone.com.
Rammunition out there laying it all out on the track, seeking his first win here in Monster Jam Freestyle, seeing if he can get those 8 points added to his score. The score for Rammunition is a 5.069, taking over 6th place is Rammunition with a 5.069. And for the last run of the night, make some noise, representing North Carolina, Kristen Anderson in Gravedigger.
Keep it going for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Let us know what you think.
Short run there for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. But it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. Get those scores up for Gravedigger. The score for Gravedigger is... it's an 8.608, 8.6608. That's good enough for 3rd place, which means your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle is MJ Solario and El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco and MJ Solario taking 8 points here in Monster Jam Freestyle. But was it enough to take the overall event as we look at the overall event champion? JCB Racing Competition, 6 points. 2-wheel skills challenge, 8 points. Donut competition 8 points, freestyle competition 7 for an overall event total 29 points. And your winner of the BKT overall event is Blake Granger in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Blake Granger wins his first event here in DC.
It has been a big week in DC. And for Blake Granger, this is the biggest way to start off a 4-event weekend. High-fiving his crew chiefs. I mean, talk about the work they put into the truck, but also how the fans just fueled you to this win.
Man, I tell you, I'm a hype man, man. I live for moments like this, and I live to hear the energy you guys bring right here at Monster Jam, and that's what Monster Jam's all about. Family fun for the whole entire family. It don't matter if you're 3 years old or 75 years old, we're having fun right here at Monster Jam. And hey, man, I just give a hats off to these guys right here. They work their butt off, and they consistently give me the baddest truck in the game. I'm not scared of no Gravedigger, no Megalodon, no Toro. We're all about Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and we're showing the world. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. You believe in yourself, and you come out here and show the rest of the world we can do it. It don't matter what body's sitting on that truck. So, hey, let's make some noise for these guys right here.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say to these DC fans real quick?
Well, we already know where my heart's at. I'm going to say it one more time. J85, baby. But I got one more question for you. Where my dogs at? Ho, ho.
Hard-fought battle, too, for MJ Solario, El Toro Loco. So close to that BKT overall event championship, but you got to feel good about the night tonight.
You know what, this night couldn't have gone any better for me and my team right here. This guy, just like Blake said, this guy puts in those long hours and keeps El Toro looking real nice, so that way I can come out and drive it into the ground like I do. We had the best event I could have asked for today. We came out first truck in racing, took home the win, did pretty good in skills, did okay in donuts. We got the unlucky draw going first. Scores aren't always the best when you go first, but you know what? At the end of the day, the scores are going to matter. As long as you guys out here in Washington, D.C., who paid all your hard-earned money to come out and watch me live my dream, as long as all these other amazing Monster Jam drivers, I couldn't ask for a better competition. You know what? That is my second career Morgan & Morgan backflip, and I landed it beautifully right here in front of you guys here in Washington, D.C. A todo mi gente, te amo. Eso es para ustedes. D.C., one time I want to hear it as loud as you can. Did you have fun at Monster Jam tonight?
Thanks so much down there, Ryan. Interviews with El Toro Loco and Monster Mutt Dalmatian. As we take a look at the overall event leaderboard, you see points being racked up. El Toro Loco didn't win, but took home 27 points. Monster Mutt Dalmatian picking up his 7th win. Congratulations here on the Arena Championship Series East with 29 points. And he's one step closer to an automatic bid for Monster Jam World Finals 24 going down in Salt Lake City, Utah, July 4th weekend. Tiana, I got to ask you, it's been an incredible night here, not only for us, but for all of these Monster Jam fans. So tell me, what was the highlight of the night for you?
You know, my favorite part about being here at Monster Jam is really getting to hang out with all these fans. And, you know, we're in week 4. These might have been the best fans we've had to date. They were fun. They were lively. As we heard it from all of our friends, Monster Jam was awesome.
Indeed, and thank you so much for coming out and joining us tonight. Make sure you stop by the merchandise booths all on the concourse. Pick up the die-cast trucks from Spin Master and other great items, including these little plush guys right here. It's going to be an amazing night. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Don't forget, go to monsterjam.com and get your tickets for the Monster Jam World Finals, kicking off July 4th weekend for the first time in Salt Lake City, brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission. Now listen, for Tiana Cohen and Ryan Lacoste, I'm Farouk Tahid. We'll see you at the next Monster Jam.